I'm not gonna jaw off to you if you don't jaw off to me. But if you jaw off to me,
Pulling police officer got struck by lightning. He's been up barricades.
Introductions to an NFL was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. The calendar has turned to December, and we've hit the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Listen, the weatherman, right? There's on the TV doing the weather. The meteorologist was sitting there, like, telling the weather, and he was like, the tornado's moving into this neighborhood, it's about to hit these houses, and it was his neighborhood. So he was telling that the tornado was about to hit his house.
4 yards the result.
And it hit his house. It stepped off for like 3 minutes, called his wife to make sure she was okay, and he got back there. And he's still there doing the news.
You have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into
dedicated for real.
Shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start
like,
to get good
while,
exercise.
like, he was sitting there telling that the tornado was about to hit his house. And he had his wife in his room. Their road got
He takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down.
dedication for real.
They'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
It's alright. There's just a tornado.
First down throw for Mayfield. Out to his left. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 15 yards on the play, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Hodges. Julian Blackman bringing him down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Mayfield to throw it. Rolling to his left. He'll look downfield for Waller, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Colts nothing. Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down, Love to pass. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
At the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working out of the gun. Love. Campbell making the catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pre-game. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
11 at the 30-yard line.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
6-yard line.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Jacobs. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
One more time with Jacobs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. Jennings lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free. And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On second down now, it's Jacobs, and he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They go play action. Mayfield. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now. Standing just outside his own goal line. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
1-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Love from the gun. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Boy, an effective play there. Wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. You call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now we give to Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. That's going to set him back 5 yards. They'll try the left side. It's Hodges. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Working out of the gun. Mayfield going for it all. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Come on, Darren Waller with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
That's the score. Raiders 14, Colts 7. Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
I can't
Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Second down, Love. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big conversion on third for the Colts. And even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and 11. Here's Love. Open man is Trey Burton. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
This is miserable. You guys are garbage.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Jacobs, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
21-14.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
That'll go as a loss of 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. To throw, Mayfield. Looking deep for Jennings. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks.
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Back in the season. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Love now on 2nd down. And Rudolph has it left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll look downfield for Waller. He's got it at the 15. Well, Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And that's how you start a drive because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
On 1st down, Hodges. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Throwing, Mayfield, flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd down, it's Hodges. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Final play of the half. Love. Flush to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half.
Set to kick off.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the 2nd half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Undercut.
To throw again. Love. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
What's going on, guys?
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Going back to Love. Looking for Campbell downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rolling to his right. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. Back to Taylor on first down. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Mayfield now. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, 82 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To pass, here's Jordan Love, escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Or has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd down, it's Hodges. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Carlson able to put this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. They had it first and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Carlson on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Campbell making the catch. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Raiders 41, Colts 35.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Second down, Mayfield again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Forced out to his left. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They run again with Hines. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 40-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. 16 yards, a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
1st down and goal to go.
And he will maneuver his way down to a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Once again, it's Jacobs. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts can now take the lead if they convert the extra point.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
And no, they don't get it. Incomplete. And now they really have to be second-guessing themselves. Could have had the lead here in the 4th. Instead, we stay tied. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Jacobs with a carry on 1st down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, check back, back 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Love now. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Love from the gun. Steps away to his left. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of the time, the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
They'll try the left side. Hodges. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
Mayfield keeps it himself. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Baker Mayfield taking it in. And the Raiders have moved out in front. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Raiders 48, Colts 41. Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Love looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Now Love. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
They'll run on first down. Hines. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Love. And it's caught right at the 10-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Love. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. They'll roll him out right. Catch made. It's Moreau. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They run with Taylor. And the Raiders are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Colts,